District 10 3A Division 1. We got two Deep East Texas teams in here. We'll start with the ones that are out of our area. Anahuac, the Anahuac Panthers. They are coached by Greg Neese. They went 6-3 last season, 3-3 in district play. They got 8 starters coming back on offense, 5 starters returning on defense. Their tight end Quandry Coates had 9 touchdowns receiving last year, a 4-year starter for the Panthers on varsity. Their quarterback Brady Barrier is a move-in from Rusk. So going from East Texas to Anahuac is Brady Barrier. The Cold Spring Oakhurst Trojans. They are coached by Ken Stanley. They went 5-5 last season, 2-4 in district play, and they are returning 8 on offense and 4 on defense. The East Chambers Buccaneers, they are coached by Russ Sutherland. They went 8-3 last year, made it to the bi-district round of the playoffs, 5-1 in district play. They returned 3 starters on offense, 6 starters on defense. Their running back / linebacker, Ethan Cart, made second team all district last year. The offense is replacing all 5 offensive linemen up front, though, so going to have some problems up front. The Hardin Hornets, coached by Chad Taylor, they went 3-7 last year, 0-6 in district play. They got 9 players coming back on offense, 8 players coming back on defense. They run a double wing offensive attack, and they have a quarterback that had 750 yards and 7 touchdowns passing last year. Also a linebacker that had 108 tackles as well. The other team in this district, not from East Texas, the Orangefield Bobcats, they are coached by Jeff Brew. They went 5-6 last year, made it to the bi-district round of the playoffs. They got 5 coming back on offense and 5 coming back on defense, including running back Mason Manning that had over 1,100 yards rushing last season. Now, one of the East Texas teams in this district is the Kirbyville Wildcats. They are coached by Seth Hubbard. They went 8-3 last year, made it to the bi-district round of the playoffs, went 5-1 in district play. They got 6 starters coming back on defense and 3 starters coming back on offense. And one of those starters is defensive end TJ Allen, who made first team all district last season. So that's the Kirbyville Wildcats. But now let's talk about the Buna Cougars. They are coached by Michael Trahan. Now, Bo Trahan at Legacy, spelled the same way. And I asked Coach Trahan about this before we started the interview, and he said that the further southeast Louisiana you get, the further east you get, it's pronounced like Traha. So he is more Western now, so it's Trahan. I don't know. Anyway, let's hear from the head coach of the Buna Cougars, Coach Michael Trahan. All right, we're here with Coach Mike Trahan of the Buna Cougars. And Coach, how are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you, man?
I'm doing well. Let's talk a little bit about last season. A 6-5 overall record, made it to the bi-district round of the playoffs, 3-3 district record. Talk to me a little bit about last season and how that went.
Well, so actually, I just took over in March as the head football coach. Coach Kevin Terrier and his staff was here. Coach Terrier is still here. He's still the athletic director for this coming school year. I've watched tons of film on those guys from last year, and they had a good group. They lost some really good seniors from that team. We're going to be really young coming off of last year's team. But I know that they had to work hard to get in the playoffs, and they did what they had to do, show some grit. And we're trying to build on that coming in here now with our new staff and kids that want to play.
And where are you coming from, and how did you end up in Buna?
Yes, sir. So I've been in Vider for the last 8 years as an offensive coordinator there, running the old slot T Mafia. And it's been great. And Buna is about, 30 minutes north of Vider. It's actually about 20 minutes from my house. And great community. Nothing but good things I can say about this place, even being over this way now for the last 8-9 years. And this opportunity came open, and I knew I wanted this job. It's my first head coaching job, and I'm excited to be here. It's been a great summer. Kids have worked really hard, and we're trying to bring that toughness here. They have it in them. They want to win. They want to do it the way, not necessarily the easy way. We're going to do it the hard way. It's going to be rough and tough, and they've embraced it though. So we're excited about what's moving forward.
So coming from Vider, that being a 4A, that's a bigger school there. Now you're dropping down to 3A classification. What kind of your expectations dropping from 4A to 3A? What are your thoughts on that?
Expectations really haven't changed because, like I was saying, I know the competition that's in the district. I know the coaches that are in the district, and everybody's gonna be ready to play. Pre-district schedule, we're going to play 2 4A schools with Bridge City and Hardin Jefferson. We're scrimmaging Newton. I mean, we're not going to try to shy away from anybody. We know what's in front of us. So expectations really haven't changed. I know it's going to be good football. I mean, it's the state of Texas. You're going to have good football at every classification and great coaches. And I've told our kids that, and when I got to Vidor, we were 5A. So we were playing at those bigger schools and have had to fight everything we've done. And coming here, it's that same mentality. Nothing's given to us, and we're going to fight for everything. So I don't have anything in my mind that says, hey, we're dropping down. It's going to be easier ball. It's going to be no. If anything, like I said, I know a lot of these coaches, and it's going to be tough. And they scheme well and coach well.
And this probably goes into what you were just talking about too, but your expectations for this first year at Buna and kind of what kind of culture are you wanting to instill there at the program as well?
Man, we want to be a culture that does things the right way, that when we show up, we want to be a team that when we come to the stadium, we're bringing good fans, we're bringing good players, we're going to have a good coaching staff. They're going to know things will be taken care of. A culture of we're not going to come in and be entitled for anything. Nothing's going to be given to us, and we know that, and we're going to be gritty, and we're going to fight for everything we get. And our motto is, we are the storm, and we're going to build up something strong that we're going forward. And it doesn't matter who's in our way, we're going to get everything we can to them. And we just want to be hard workers. We know whenever we play a team on a Friday night or a Thursday night or whenever it is, we want them to know when they're off the field they play Buna. We want them to feel it. I mean, we want the scoreboard to represent the good way for the good guys here in blue. But at the same time, we want them to know, hey, we played the Buna Cougars, and we feel it the next day.
Well, Coach, I appreciate you taking the time and talking to us this afternoon, and we'll keep up with you throughout the season and talk to you down the road.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Coach.